Tick tock goes the clock, all is silent in the river. Tick tock goes the clock until river kills the doctor. Hey guys, this is Adam from the Dimension Games Squad here. Now it's probably one of the weirdest openings I ever did to an opening to these kinds of videos. Recently I've been doing weird openings for each video, and this is probably the strangest one. Not only that, it was a bit strange for you to see me sing really poorly, but it also has to do with the fact that I'm not wearing a check shirt, and I normally wear this, but I forgot to put mine on. Don't worry, I'm sure I have a good excuse, but I am getting this weird feeling that I feel like there's this monster or something around this area that I see, but as soon as I turn my back, I forget about completely. But I can't really put my finger on it. It is flashing back to me now. Hold on. Huh. So I've seen either 4 of them or the same one 4 times. Huh. Don't worry, it's only a small number. I'm pretty sure I will. Either way, I'm going to die. But I'm pretty sure I'll be fine. It's just 4. Nothing too bad. Oh. Check the other arm, Adam. It should always be safer. Yes. 20 more. Great. Now I'm going to be spending the first 10 minutes of this video just licking it off. Okay, so that's going to be annoying. Anyway, let's make a start with this recording. Let's make a start with this review of Series 6. Let's get into it. We're going to start things off with The Impossible Astronaut. 7 out of 10. It's an okay starter, but it's not a compelling story. We are introduced to the Silence, however, which is a bit forgettable of an enemy. But it was a good villain. I had to admit, it's a good villain. The Silence are amazing. It also shows the Doctor's death and foreshadows the end of the series with the Doctor a bit dying. But pretty good. Thank you, Lucas. I feel like you're gonna respond again. I'm not gonna answer that, okay? Oh, okay. God's sake. This was my second attempt, and it was hard enough to get these off the first time. Okay, so let's make up The Impossible Astronaut. We get a foreshadow to the end of the series with the Doctor dying. We're introduced to the Silence, which is kind of a alright, but okay villain. But it wasn't a great starter, in my opinion. There are other episodes which have great starters, like The 11th Hour, Partners in Crime, Smith and Jones, Skip New Earth. Just to name a few. Just a few. Just a few. New Earth is not a good episode. Yeah, so that's all I can say about The Impossible Astronaut. 7 out of 10, and just not a great starter. Moving on to Day of the Moon. Much better. It's a really good 2-parter. Nope, the end of the 2-parter anyway. It's a good episode. The start was a bit weird. Not taking place straight after like all the other 2-parters, but still rather good. And it staples the Silence as one of the most terrifying and the most forgettable villains ever. Yeah, if only I can remember what they look like. Alright, there we are. Okay, I need to start licking this off. Because that's going to be here for a while. So, for the next few minutes, you're just going to be seeing me do this throughout the whole time. And just lick my thumb every now and then. Moving on to, 8 out of 10 for Day of the Moon. And that's pretty much it. We're introduced to I wouldn't say she's a villain now, but in future episodes she is a villain, which was originally called Eye Patch Lady, but we found out what her proper name is, being called Madame Kavarian. And that is all I can say about Day of the Moon. Moving on to Curse of the Black Spot. Now, I don't see why people hate this episode, because I'm kind of mutual with it. But it's just the way the cookie crumbles, I guess. So, people don't like it. I like it. It's actually alright. I gave it a 7 out of 10 because it's not perfect. It's not a great episode. I still like it though. But I thought the concept was unique, just poorly executed. I really should read what what I wrote down in the past than just say what I think it is like now. Okay, so that's going to be there for a while, but I did the best I can. And Curse of the Black Spot. I'm not really sure if it's amazing, but it's something, I guess. I think it's better than another episode here, but this is probably the one episode where my opinion will get so much hate. Ran out of ink on this pen. Right, so I was gonna do Black Spot here, but I kind of failed. So let's take that off. Moving on to The Doctor's Wife. Now, I need to say it is an okay episode, but unlike most fans, I'm not a die-hard fan about this episode. So I gave it an 8 out of 10. It's a strange but good episode. The house is a unique and scary villain, but it wasn't really intimidating, I guess. It wasn't amazing. But I think the rest of the episode was actually good, kind of good. Yes, again, another Ood died, but honestly, compared to other Oods, especially Ood Sigma, I couldn't care less about that Ood. I honestly do not like it. Moving on, we have 8 out of 10 for The Doctor's Wife. Moving on, we have another two-parter, The Rebel Flesh. 8 out of 10. It's a weird but good episode, and you won't know when. And I think the best part about it is when you don't know someone is actually a ganger, or a ganger, doppelganger. I don't really know what the word is, but they're called gangers. Which is kind of good, I guess, but it's still, I like it, I really do. And then it just has to do with the facts where these people had to try and get along with their lookalikes just to prevent utter chaos breaking out. Then after the fact, I need to put this away. Then had to deal with the fact that only when one ganger died just because of someone's itchy trigger finger, all the other gangers like us and them. And that's kind of a bit weird. So not a bit weird, but I think it's a better two-parter than Imposter Astronaut and Day of the Moon. And I also realised I did this ranking wrong. Hold on. Okay, so moving on to the next part of the two-parter, The Almost People. Now this two-parter is, this finale to the two-parter is a better ending to this two-parter. Again, wow, how many times am I going to say two-parter, talk about the same two-parter? 8 out of 10. Remained weird, but it was still good. Not excellent, but it's a good ending. And to do with the fact that the human, I can't remember his name, but a human died, the ganger version of him took his spot and became a father. And also we find out that Amy was actually wasn't with the Doctor and Rory throughout their last few adventures. I guess she wasn't around since possibly the Imposter Astronaut, maybe before that. Not sure about that though. The villains in the first first 6 episodes are the Silence in the first 1 and 2, Siren in the third one, House in the fourth one, and if you really want to say nephew, uncle and auntie as well if you want. And in the Rebel Flesh and the Almost People, the gangers are the villains. Well, kind of, not really, I wouldn't say so. Actually, they were. Okay, so, let's try and knock out this craziness, because I'm starting to think this is probably a bad start to the recording. Let's try and make the rest a bit better and a bit more wibbly wobbly. Okay, so moving on to basically one of the best episodes ever. A Good Man Goes to War. I like this episode a lot. I don't see why some people not really big fans of it. I like this one. I really do. 9 out of 10. I love this episode. The atmosphere is great and the setup is very well put together with the TARDIS travelling around and picking up a Silurian, I can't remember her name, along with Commander Strax and I can't remember the other people. I can't remember that fat blue dude's name because he really wasn't that important. But the Doctor gathered a bunch of people together to fight off the headless monks, along with basically to rescue Amy. That's all they were there to do. And Rory, please excuse my language here, I had one of the most badass moments ever. And I need to say, yes, Rory. And at the beginning, when Rory and the Doctor destroys the 12th Cyber Legion, it was just as good. Really good. And then, yeah, it was just really well put together. And moving on from a great episode, which got a 9 out of 10, to a not as great episode. I'm giving Let's Kill Hitler a 7 out of 10. Not because of the reason I like Hitler. No. I admit what Hitler done was terrible. Yes, I admit what Hitler done was terrible. I'm giving this episode, however, a 7 out of 10 because it was a bit of a letdown from the previous few episodes, from the Doctor's wife to A Good Man Goes to War. And nothing majorly important happens in this episode apart from when you find out that River Song was the kid in The Impossible Astronaut and Day of the Moon, along with being part Time Lord. Apart from that, it's just not good at all. I'm not a big fan of this episode. I really don't. And and the villains in that one, the antibodies, are like just metal jellyfish. And then just comes that big robot with tiny people inside. I can't even remember the name. Tesselector, I think. Yeah, it is the Tesselector. Okay, so I can remember the name. But I don't like it at all. I really don't. So, yes, Let's Kill Hitler. 7 out of 10. Not a great episode and a bit of a letdown, like I said. But, now this is where the hate really starts rolling in. Because, moving on to an episode which I think is a lot better than Let's Kill Hitler, is Night Terrors. God. I understand if you unsubscribe, like, because I love this episode and so many people hate it. 8 out of 10. Like I said, I actually like this episode. The CGI isn't amazing, I admit, especially when the landlord's been sucked into the floor. But I like most of the things about it, with the fact that everyone that George is scared of gets taken into the dollhouse, and the villains are just dolls, which anything they touch turns to them. Where have I saw someone like that before? No, I haven't. I haven't seen anything like that before, and it was actually really cool, in my opinion. I liked it. Night Terrors. I really did like it for some reason. And I think it has to do with the fact it was a bit down to earth compared to previous episodes, like A Good Man Goes to War and Let's Kill Hitler. But that's my opinion. I don't care if you think otherwise about about Night Terrors, especially. I like this episode a lot. If you don't, well, we got a disagreement. We can't always live in the same harmony. We can't always live in harmony where I don't care who I'm talking to, because there's a bunch of people out there with all different opinions. We always don't live in harmony where one person's opinion is the same. So, for example, just as a brief example, I doubt whoever actually likes this episode, and whoever actually likes this episode, okay, I will admit they're wrong, because for example, I say I hate Love and Monsters, and if by some chance someone says I love Love and Monsters, that is a different opinion. But be real, who would ever actually say that? Like, because Love of Monsters is a bad episode. I'm not even gonna lie. Let's let's try and erase that out of your memory, so then I don't actually offend anyone that actually likes Love of Monsters. So yeah, Night Terrors, 8 out of 10. I'm sorry if you think different, but honestly I do not care. Moving on to The Girl Who Waited. A really good episode. 8 out of 10. Unique episode, very well put together, but I'm not a fan of the hand bots, so they're just like, please remain calm. This is a peace offering. This is a peace offering. Yeah. No, I'm not a fan of it. And hand bots are just not really that good. I like the 2 different time streams here, but I would have liked to see a villain that was a bit more prominent, probably a bit more useful, less forgettable maybe. But I mean, one of them got defeated by the Mona Lisa, just like having the painting of the Mona Lisa smashed across that robot's head, and it actually defeated it. What the actual hell? Moving on to another debatable episode, which I like, The Gods Complex. 8 out of 10. It had great atmosphere. I love the secondary characters, especially I think her name is Rita. But the villain wasn't great. The Minotaur, not amazing, but it was still rather good. I liked it. I don't see why people actually don't like it. But I like this episode a lot. It's actually really well put together, in my opinion. The villain just wasn't amazing. I like like I said, I like the atmosphere, and it turns out that the Minotaur feeds, I guess, on people that have something they believe in. So, for example, one of the characters believed in luck, with casino stuff with a horseshoe and kind of green. It has something like these, the little small dice. I don't know. 5. Yay, I win. And then this other guy which had believed in superstitions and all that, like something about the Russians, I guess. I'm not sure if I'm actually allowed to say that in this video, but yeah, something about that. And of course there was Rita, who had her own belief about where she was a Muslim, so that was her belief about whatever they believe about. I need to be careful what I say, because I know nothing about religion, and I'm talking about religion. Can we just move on, please? Moving on to Closing Time. 8 out of 10. Another great episode. I loved the return of Craig, and obviously the Cybermen. Not as good or as funny, but yeah, it was really good. It had great atmosphere and a subtle humour. Especially with the Doctor and Craig and Stormageddon, Dark Lord of all, goes into an elevator that's broken down. Doctor says, "Don't worry about it, it's fine." Craig's like, "Do I look like I'm stupid?" Baby's like, quiet, Stormy. And then there was another scene before that where it's like well, you should really call him Dad, not Mum. And he says, "I'm not Mum," and everyone else, peasants. That's unfortunate. But it's just really, I like that. I like the subtle humour here. And seeing a villain that we haven't seen at all in the New Who era, and I believe not since, I'm tempted to say Sylvester McCoy, so a fair amount of time, maybe even before that, we have not seen these villains, but they finally came back and they are amazing. And if you don't know what I'm talking about the Cybermats. Small silver rat things, as someone described it in that episode, that just whizzed on past with red eyes. I really like them, and I really hope to see them again. And I do not know if we see them again, but hopefully, and I know what the villains are in this one, hopefully Nightmare and Silver would show them again, because I like the Cybermats. But, yep, subtle humour is amazing. I really did like it a lot. And moving on to the final episode of the series, The Wedding of River Song. 8 out of 10. It's not a stunning finale, but unlike what other people's opinions will be here, I think it is rather good. It's just not fantastic. I actually kind of liked it. I like that they brought different points in history together, like Charles Dickens, the Romans, flying cars when that eventually happened, and Winston Churchill, as well as bringing back the Silurians from under the ground, which is pretty good in my opinion. I like them a lot. I don't know why people don't. And we've learned that was the cause because River didn't kill the Doctor. River was the person in the astronaut suit at the beginning of the series, and she didn't kill the Doctor. So okay. So knowing that you just broke the laws of time, but whatever. So Area 52 is now in a pyramid, which I admit is a bit weird. First of all, why is there an Area 52? Second of all, why is it in a bloody pyramid? And then we just keep going on to find out that the person behind this all is Madame Kavarian. And it kind of loses me there, but I do like it a lot. I admit it isn't the best finale, but it is actually still rather good in my opinion. I liked it a lot. Anyway, with that being done, and with my BS reasoning for most of these episodes for why I gave them that score being done, let's go on to the total. If you've been counting up, good for you. We have a tie from a previous score being 102 out of 130. Tied for the highest score of the series. Again. So Series 6 is somehow tied with Series 5. Series 5, I said, is an amazing series. And by far the best series of all the other seasons of Matt Smith. Then Series 6 comes along and somehow ties with it. And I'm like, what? Oh, God. Why? I don't even know how that's even possible. But 102 out of 130. Series 6 is a good series. It starts off a bit rocky, but it gains its composure as it goes on, especially past the Doctor's wife. It just keeps going better. And then just a little drop. But one question remains about this series that has always been in my head and kind of makes sense but kind of doesn't, because I don't understand why this character actually is here. But was Madame Kavarian really necessary to be in this series? I mean, she was only there just to pop out a few walls going, nah, she's not ready. I don't know why she's even necessary. Just have the general of that army in The Good Man Goes to War be that guy. Because, well, that'll make more sense. Plus, he actually comes back and actually proves to be a proper villain. But no, we just had to have Madame Kavarian. What does she do? Oh yeah, she dies from Amy. She makes a good point though. I need to say she does make a good point in The Wedding of River Song. She's like, you wouldn't kill me. You travel with the Doctor. The Doctor wouldn't want you to kill. Amy's like, yeah, he wouldn't want me to kill you. But guess what? You want to know something else about the Doctor? He's not here. And I admit I loved that part, but still, not amazing. Not amazing. I don't even know how this tied to Series 5. Moving on to the ranking, so to get this out of the way. 13th place, if you didn't already tell by my review on it, is Let's Kill Hitler. I like the little humour here about, like, Rory going, great, putting Hitler in the cupboard. Yay. But it's just not amazing. I like the little bring back to Rose, Martha and Donna that they had in that episode, but still not good. And then, of course, it's the Tesseract. They're proven to be rather important in future episodes, but not overly amazing. Proves to be important in The Wedding and River Song, then they get killed off. But I don't like them. I don't know why. I don't know why I don't like them, but Let's Kill Hitler. Worst episode in my opinion. 12th place is what you might say is the worst episode ever. Curse of the Black Spot. Well, I like the concept, I admit, but the siren was a major bring down from that. Or the siren was the part of that episode that kind of sunk it, and that was a bit of a joke because pirates on a pirate ship. Yeah. Sorry. Because it kind of sunk the episode in my opinion. The siren's not a compelling villain. Just to find out that she's actually a nurse. Like, not good. 11th place is The Impossible Astronaut. I don't like it. I don't think it's a great start to the series. Sorry. 10th place, I need to find it now. 10th place is The Doctor's Wife. Not really a great episode either, just a bit edgy in my opinion. 9th place is Day of the Moon, same as The Impossible Astronaut, but just a lot better. 8th place and 7th place is The Rebel Flesh and the Almost People. I'm hurrying this now because someone's arriving home and I'm not redoing this recording again because that was annoying to get off. 8th and 7th place is The Gangers because, yes, good but not really compelling. 6th is The Girl Who Waited. I like the atmosphere, I admit, but a lot of episodes more better in my opinion. 5th place, Night Terrors. I just have some standards at least. Sorry if you disagree with that, my opinion. 4th place, When River Song. Not a great finale. 3rd place, God Complex. Love the atmosphere. Great. Minotaur, just to bring down. Closing Time, 2nd place. Love it. Sidemen are amazing. And so is Return of Craig and Stormageddon. Dark Lord of all. And 1st place is obviously A Good Man Goes to War, the highest score of this series, and honestly no surprise to any of you here. But the Headless Monks I actually kind of like as a villain. So sorry if I turn down in volume because I think one of my parents are home and they hate it when I'm shouting at the top of my lungs. I like it because, well, so I know you can actually hear me and plus I get to goof around. But for now, I just got this to use. So that is all for this series. I'm glad it's actually shorter than the first review. But I think the major bring down here was Let's Kill Hitler of that series. But I'm surprised it's still tied. I'm surprised it actually tied with Series 5. I don't even know how that's even possible. So that's the end of this episode. Next episode that will come up will probably be ranking... Well, the upcoming episodes of this week are either going to be ranking the Linksy series cameos or Battle of the Beasts and probably something else, but I'm not sure if I'll start this week or next week with it, but whatever. The way I do things, and the way I do things is a bit weird because I don't really have a schedule, like, because I've realised I've been doing 5 episodes a week. I think I need to tone down on that because I do have plans for most of the year, but I like to actually stretch them out to the end of the year, not to just end, let's say, in August. But yeah, great episode, great. I think this wasn't the best review in my opinion for Doctor Who. I admit, I'm sorry about that, but just Series 6 really deserve a good review. There's some good episodes, I admit, but there's so many not really good episodes. But as I told you what video might be next, I still don't know yet, but I will make up my mind. Pardon me. And with all this mostly gone, I need to go and wash this off now. That's all for this time. If you liked what you saw, leave a like or heard. Leave a like, leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Press the notification bell down in the corner below. Wow, it feels weird to just, because normally I just say what's coming up next instead of just finishing off the outro after I say press the notification bell down in the corner below. Since I don't have anything to say, that's all I can say. So I'll see you next time.